Hello guys, Jeff G is here, and today we're going to talk something that is a little bit more interesting. So we're going to talk about the Lost Ark game itself. Is the game pay to win? And I've seen a lot of people say that the game's honing system it sucks and everything. So we're gonna break everything down and see if it's true or not. And just a quick note before we start, everything that I say in here is purely personal opinion and my experience from playing the game itself. And this is not me trying to defend the game or anything. I'll try to be as objective as much as possible. So let's get into it. So the first question you'll be asking is the game pay to win or not? For me, like personally, I would say the game is not really pay to win. Even though the game has a pay to win aspect in it, you can charge real money and buy mats from other players in the market or just buy it in Mario shop. Yeah, I mean you can do honing and plus 25 your weapon, your gears, whatever, and clear content much faster, but that's about it. The only good thing about whaling in this game, in my opinion, is just you clear the content much faster than anybody else in the game. I think, yeah, that's the only thing that you get out of it. I mean, even with the shittiest gear that you have, I think you can still clear the content, but you will clear it like much longer than the whale. And that's about it. It's not like you cannot clear a content if you don't spend your money. So I don't see any huge advantage from you doing like a whaling in this game. And also, even if you whale in this game, I don't see like it affects me in any way. I mean, yeah, you can do a lot more content than I do, and you clear much more faster than I do, but that's about it. And actually, if you're in one of my party, I'll be thankful to you because you helped me clear the content much faster, I guess. Even in PvP, the PvP system is fully equalized, so you have the same gear, same stats, everything. In my opinion, there's no reason at all for you to well. I mean, you can just take the time to progress and do it that way. And also you get more experience that way because the game needs experience. There's a lot of mechanics and you need to know how to do the mechanics rather than just whale all the way up to the max eye level. If you just whale and you don't know anything about the game, you'll suck anyway. So that is one thing you have to remember. So about honing, is the honing sucks? I would say for me, it's an okay system. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. I mean, yeah, I feel you guys. Sometimes you just fail multiple attempts in a row until you've reached a point where it feels the artisan energy fully, which is sucks. That means you fail multiple times in a row. But I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just unlucky. Sometimes shit happens. What can you do, right? But if you say that the game progression system sucks, then I think you haven't played other MMORPG games before. At least for me, this is the least punishing game that I've ever played for an MMORPG. And I'll tell you why. From my experience, as I can tell, usually in an MMORPG game, every time you fail something, there's a penalty for that. So what I mean is, for example, I played video in the past, and if you play video, when you fail your honing, the gear is gonna go down. It's gonna be downgraded. Same goes as Perfect World International. I played that game too before, and if you fail your honing, it's gonna restart you from zero. Just imagine that you have a plus 14 weapon, and then if you fail, you're gonna restart from zero. Everything is gone, like poof. And that is really punishing because all those hard work that you did previously is gone for nothing. And so that is some example of an MMORPG game. So I usually like every time you fail like a honing, the gear breaks or it's gonna be downgraded into a certain point. But for Lost Ark, in my opinion, this is the least punishing game that I've ever played because every time you fail something, nothing breaks apart. Like your gears doesn't break. There's nothing like that in Lost Ark. So if even if you fail, you fail. Yeah, you fail, but it's okay you're not gaining any negative value from failing something. You will eventually reach like higher eye level. It's just the question is, will you do the effort for it? That is what it is. And they also have that artisan energy, so that if you reach 100% of that artisan energy, you have 100% certainty to successfully hone a gear, which is a good thing. So you don't have to like do honing like forever. If you're really unlucky, let's say you're very unlucky, you don't have to do the honing like forever. So if you just reach that artisan energy till 100%, and then you'll have 100% certainty chance to hone that gear, which is a good thing. So you have that breaking point. So the key thing here is consistency, because if you try to consistently do the honing, you'll get to the point where you want to be. For example, if you're going for 40 and 45 eye level, you'll get there eventually, because there's no such thing as downgrade in terms of eye level. Your eye level always goes up, but the higher your eye level is, the more slower it's gonna be. I mean, your eye level will go up much slower than previously when you're on lower eye level. And if you feel like the game is just too demanding for you, I think you just go for another game, because an MMORPG in some way requires time investment, and your progression is gonna be slower by time. It's gonna go slower, and it will require some time commitment in order to progress. That is the nature of an MMORPG itself. So yeah, if you don't feel like it, just don't play it. One thing that I'm assuming what's happening here is some people is just FOMO about these updates. Like for example, they're just afraid that they don't experience Valentine the first week. And one thing that I wanted to say is not everyone gonna experience Valentine the first week. Like some people is gonna left behind. That's what it is. But eventually you'll catch up. There's no such thing as like you cannot reach Valtan stage, right? I mean, it's just 14, 15. At least for me, I think it's still doable for your mains to reach like 14, 15 is still doable. And some people is just saying that Valtan makes all the players to just pay to win. I mean, I don't think that's the case. I mean, I reached 14, 15 without paying any money in it. And right now I already reached like for 1438 eye level as far as I remember, I think. It's not like impossible, it's just people is too afraid of missing out or just get left behind. I think that is the problem right there. And last thing that I want to say is don't forget to enjoy and have fun in the game, because yeah, at the end of the day, Lost Ark is a game. It is meant for entertainment purpose. It's not meant to stress you out or anything. If you feel like got stressed because of the honing, or you feel like it's mandatory for you to play the game, and you feel like the game is a burden, I think you have to take a break and go do something else in the meantime. Because yeah, like I said, it's a entertainment purpose. It's not meant to be a work for you or a burden for you. So just enjoy the progress and don't forget to have fun, guys. So I think that's all that I want to say about something that is frequently asked about the game. Yeah, this is also like to clarify everything. At least for me, the game is not pay to win. Pay to win concept is different from one person to another, and I wanna hear from you guys. I mean, you can just put a discussion in the comments below what you guys think about the Lost Ark. I think that is all for now. I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.